podcast show focused on sales to profit growth. I'm Polly Ingram.
Our podcast today is being sponsored by Button Up Photos. And the next time you are planning a corporate event, if you're looking for an exceptional method for creating a fun environment for your guests and want to do some photo booth rental, reach out to them. They are at www.buttonupphotos.com.
Do you find yourself searching for a way to improve sales, modify your process strategies, and have an impact on profit growth? Are you feeling like you are working too many hours in your business without seeing the profits you anticipated? Do you need to sharpen your sales training skills so you can develop your team members? Could there be a hidden revenue stream within your business that you haven't thought about? Are you searching for a community where others have experienced sales challenges with strong profit growth desires? If this sounds like your situation, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Button Up podcast show focused on sales to profit growth. I'm Polly Ingram. My dad taught hard work ethics and provided a strong Christian influence in my life. He was an extremely intelligent man, almost genius level. While he was blessed with many different trade skills, like many entrepreneurs, he never gained the opportunity to learn necessary business skills required to run a successful business. I dedicate this podcast in his memory. I've been privileged to learn many techniques, skills, and strategies required to run a successful business during my 35-plus year corporate career. I have a desire to help business owners determine their true costs, sell prices, and profit margins. Inside this podcast, you're going to learn how to improve set process strategies, refine sales opportunities, impact profit growth, and enjoy your faith through gifting planning methods. Together, we'll develop training programs, evaluate and refine sales processes, monitor key performance indicators, create multi-goal plans for accountability and target achievement within your business. These are just a few structured items to help clients reach the goal of recognizing profit growth. Refill that glass of iced tea. Let's generate sales and get that profit growth arrow moving upward, friend. Get ready to have fun while we create some fabulous business strategies together in our Sales to Profit Growth program. Today, we're going to talk about the impact employee theft is having on the business profit. We'll be utilizing statistical data provided by Zippa Research and discuss steps business owners can take to help offset these extra burdensome costs. According to data cited by Zippia.com, 75% of employees admit to stealing from their employers at least once. Did this information surprise you? Have you taken any steps to prevent employee theft? I must admit, I've heard this data point a few times now, and every time I'm just as shocked as the first time I heard it. So are they walking off with a set of tires, a garden tractor, a new car, maybe a large piece of equipment? Have they figured out a way to skim money right out of your bank account? Sometimes that's absolutely happening. Other times it's smaller things that people often don't even think about. Perhaps it's grabbing a pen and a notepad or a pack of sticky notes. While we often try to categorize one thing as a large theft and view the other as insignificant, theft is theft. It doesn't matter how large or small the item is. If it belongs to the business and the employee takes it, they're stealing from their employer. Now, how do we address this as a business owner? Clearly, there's a much larger issue if we're losing large pieces of equipment or if we have someone skimming funds directly out of our bank account. We're going to have a significant cost impact on the business. In this scenario, we need to ensure we have a security system in place and work with our legal team. Seek legal advice and guidance to stop the bleeding. The key here is catching it and stopping it before it grows to the point that you have absorbed enormous volumes of negative cost due to large equipment theft expenses. Obviously, if this is taking place, the quicker you know about it, you can take legal action and eliminate them from your business to prevent that from continuing. Oddly enough, efforts to stop the bleeding caused by employee petty theft will probably be more challenging. This will be through small expenses that you may not even notice for a while, until they become more brazen and greedier. The best way to capture this is probably from having solid inventory practices in your business on everything from day one moving forward. If you don't have inventory procedures established, get them created and implemented right away. If you're not monitoring your inventory to know when physical items are being utilized incorrectly, it can create additional costs to your business that might not be expected. The costs will be dripping out the bottom of your bank account quicker than you can fill the top. One thing I failed to mention is it's critical that you have a dual transactional process on bank funds within your business. Otherwise, someone who has complete control over your financial business could wipe your account out right before your eyes, and you wouldn't realize it before it's too late. Several years ago, I worked in a large facility, and they had one individual who had complete control of their financial business. He managed the payables, payroll, general ledger, accounts receivable, and even the IT department. Talking about handing the keys to someone, that's exactly what they did. He owned the castle. When we would make our check run in payables, he always had a last-minute invoice he brought in for us to run through the payout for IT equipment or service purchased. He was the individual responsible for signing off on extra payables running through the system as well as IT invoices to be paid, so there was no reason to question his insistence. Each time we finished the payables, our general ledger would be out of balance, and it would be the value of that invoice that was added last minute. Of course, the entry administration team would think they had made a keying error and would be double-checking their work. This manager would say, "Just a minute, let me double-check something." He would go to the IT department, come back stating it was a system glitch, and boom, we were in balance and could continue forward. We later learned it was discovered he had skimmed more than $1 million out of the business bank account during this time. This business clearly did not have the proper checks and balances in place. They had given too much control to one individual over their financial business. Be vigilant, involved, and alert within your business so someone doesn't pull the wool over your eyes. My hope is that this information is helpful to you and your business in some way today. If you're enjoying these podcasts, it helps me if you'll go on to Apple Podcasts and leave a review. And remember, the greatest compliment is to share with a friend.
Leave an Apple Podcast for my mama. If this show is good, please